Judarian here today. All the talk about like the UFOs and stuff, and now they call them UAPs. I don't know why they decided to rename them, after all these years, and everybody's been like since the 40s, everybody's called them UFOs. And now we call them UAPs. But I wanted to go ahead and tell one of my little stories that I had an encounter with back in, oh, I was probably around like 10 or 11, maybe. No, probably like 12 or 13. I was in, actually, I don't even think I was a teenager yet. It was Camp Raven Knob. I was a Cub Scout and Boy Scout, so I transitioned, from Cub Scout to Boy Scout. I went as a Cub Scout, but I also went as a Boy Scout. And to determine what time frame that was, it'd be really hard to be like, I was this age because I went a couple times. So there's a place called Camp Raven Knob here in North Carolina, Mount Airy area. Um, Used to go there as a troop. I was part of like Troop 221, I believe. Um, it's either Troop 221 or 194. Pretty sure it's Troop 221. I've got my badge somewhere. It's been years since it's been dug out. Um, Went up there to Camp Raven Knob. We were pretty good far away, or a good distance away from most of the area, so we had to walk a long ways. And I'm gonna go ahead and change the scene here. So, yep, Boy Scout. That's what I was. And then, this is the tent that we stayed at in our campgrounds. We were probably close to the Catawba, what they call Catawba zone, or it was right below, I think it's like a Cherokee zone. I have to look back at the map and see. I do remember the angle that we came in at, and it always kind of went in like an L and circled up. So we were hanging out one night, one evening. We had multiple things to go to during the day, and one day we had a little free time, so we were like, "Hey, let's go fishing." So we go down and go past the ceremony area. This is the ceremonies spot. This is where people could go out and play. It's changed a little bit since this photo was taken. This is what it kind of looked like way back then. This is what it looks like now. And funny story here is that little zone is right up here in the very topish area. And then the little docks here is all the different swimming zones for people of different classes. So I actually learned how to swim going to Camp Raven Knob. We go up a little ways, and I'm going to bring up a map here. So this is the map, and we were near the Catawba area. Like I said, we had a good little walk just to go to the kitchen. So the kitchen zone was up here where the UFO sighting, where we had seen it. So we had a good little walk up that way, and we were out there. It was late one evening. Like I said, we didn't have much to do. Just kind of hung out for a little while, and we decided to fish late. Me and a close friend, his name was Dustin. We kind of drifted apart after like high school. Around ninth grade, we just kind of quit talking. We still keep in touch a little bit, but not as much anymore. And we were just sitting out there fishing one evening, and all of a sudden, this craft flies over. And it looks like a Dorito, or like a triangle, and it's got blue and green lights. And this thing didn't even go fast over us. It just kind of came in, just kept going. Like, it wasn't fast, it wasn't super slow, but you could get a little bit of details. And what we saw was it was kind of blackish. It was pretty late in the evening, so I'm talking probably 8:30 at night. We were going to have to walk back a good ways with our flashlight. And the other crew, which, like I said, there's the UFO sighting area, which is at the pond that we were fishing in. And the little place to eat was like right around the tip of my finger. And when we saw the thing come above us and glide across, the people that were in that little kitchen zone comes out and they're like, "We saw lights. What was that about?" We're like, "We don't even know. Something flew above us and it had lights, but it didn't make much of a sound." Because from what I remember, it didn't make no sound. And we grabbed our flashlights, and we were a little scared to walk that night. We decided not to take our normal route. We decided to kind of cut through the woods some way around through this area, around the blue zone. We kind of took around here. I think there's little trails in the woods, and we kind of just cut across and then just made it to our zone rather than walk all the way around and circle circle that area through here. But yeah, it was a good little walk to go back and forth. But I only had really one other encounter, and if y'all find this interesting, I'll talk about it a little bit too. It's a little closer to home than what I seen here at Camp Raven Knob. But yeah, hit me up sometime.